Yeah, okay. Welcome to my goat farm. This is the first raised goat pen that I have. And it's taken us some time here to do this. We did it a little different from what other people do, because this one we have not used the regular timbers that you guys know. I think it's the 5x6 or something. This one we have used, if you know the size of a facer board, these are like kind of large boards. I did that because I made them locally, like I cut them locally. So I had the abundance of timber and the opportunity to cut heavier sizes. So this is what we did. So it's quite a big room in here. The expenses might have run a little low because I decided to change my ways of doing things. When I come to you, I buy a full tree. When I buy a tree, I call the person who is going to cut, then the person cuts it, thereby reducing the cost of buying the timber directly from the market. So the main reason we are here basically today is to tell you that my first goat pen is done and it's pretty very clean. Yeah, so they were trying to take the goats outside to graze, but I'm going to tag them today. I want to tag all the goats today. I had not tagged them before, so today is the tagging day. So I was telling them to bring back the goats inside. This pen is like 2-in-1. At first I constructed the ground floor. I wanted the goats to be on the ground because I thought I was making it cheaper for the first goat pen. In the long run, it became so expensive because I threw so many bags of cement beneath here to floor this building, and it was properly flown, like, you know, it was worked on very well. Unfortunately, you know, when the goats are many, they started like making the place rough by, I don't know, that system of scratching the floor. So it started like peeling off. So that is when I started thinking that I should make it just raised. So I threw a lot of money there. It got wasted. But that being wasted, I have learned a lot, and I also want you to learn from me that the best thing to do if you're not planning to do a raised house, just clear the floor and put the roof. That's it. Don't try to put stones to guard the water from coming in. I hear you want to floor it. That's a lot of money. So just do it directly and let them be on the floor. When you get money for your second pairs, you can easily do ahead and go ahead and probably make your wall, the floor raised as I have done, which is a good thing for sure. It's better to have a raised floor. So going forward, sometimes we need advice. I didn't take a lot of advice because so many people were telling me, let that thing be raised. But I was like, nah, let me just start with the ground floor as everybody's starting. But at the end of the day, I have lost a lot. But that aside, probably I had some small savings. But now you who may want to start from scratch, because all of us do start from scratch, but if you don't have that enough savings, my dear, just do the thing the right way. Right at the first pace. Put them on the floor, so be it. So with that, I am so grateful to God today that I'm able to stand on top of a 200 and above goat pen. This place can even take 300 goats. So if you're able to do that, you know that's the first achievement. And that first achievement, I don't take it lightly. I have been in the field myself, and I've been doing some of this alongside the carpenter. I have been underground. At first, they did part of it when I wasn't here, but I made sure I want to be underground. So the second goat pen is coming this side. This side, we are planning for 400 goats. On the other side, I think it needs to be zoomed and you'll be able to see. The other side is for the cows, but I want to shift the cows from there to the other end so that we can make another pen 2 times bigger than this to be able to occupy like 500 goats. Now, this time I'm not wasting money on the floor, on the ground floor. It's going to be direct. It will be the raised floor. And that's my target. Now, another thing I wanted to tell you about is that here in our village, the farm is in the village. So in this village, let me zoom this for you. Most people believe that instead of having, think 1.5 inch of the open space, it is 2 inches. In that, 2 inches is much better that if a goat steps on it, it will not break its leg. It will be a little wider and it will be easy for it to pull its leg up. But if it is a smaller 1.5 inch of the open space, the goat can easily step on it and can easily break its leg. So I am yet to understand this so-called local knowledge. I'm still yet to understand it, how it works, but I'm pretty sure that I'll get the best results after. So if you look at this, we are all in the learning process, and I'm so thrilled that this is working through. And with this, I'm able to move at a pace faster. My target of the goats, as I've told you, is 200 for the start. They're basically the local goats. They are not the raised, the crossed. The reason I'm doing that is I'm trying to learn with the resistance of the goats that I'm going to bring and how I can easily manage it and how I can easily fix the problem. Now, the females, all the females first are going to be the Mubende. Now, as I told you, I have different types of Mubende. And since we come from different types, different regions of the country, we have different goats. Now, our Mubende here are kind of probably different from other Mubendes. But the difference is very small, maybe. So I am trying to look at Edan Kelapi. Ekelapi. Yamekelapi. Okay. So our Mubende here, they're kind of high and tall and strong, by the way. So when I bring the cross, when I bring the male boa or the Kalahari, I'm not yet decided. Guys, help me. Should I bring the boa? Should I bring a Kalahari? Which one should I bring? Which one you think is good? Which one you think has a lot of muscle? Because at the end of the day, whatever you sell, you need to make profit out of it. So if I start this crossing, my interest is to make sure I have something good. And with that, I am pretty optimistic that the products I'm going to work on will give us best yield. So these goats are locally sourced. I source them from the market, I source them from the neighborhood. As long as my measurements has worked. You see this thing of mine, I move with this tape measure? They just brought me a goat now that produces three kids. I am hoping so. My neighbors assured me, and the people who saw it assured me too, that it produces it does the triplet kind of thing. So I measure, if it is 1 meter, which is 3 feet above, that one we go with. But if it is below 3 feet, we don't take that type of goat. We want to be sure that the female we are getting should be able to, to produce easily or to give birth easily if it is crossed with a Kalahari or a Boer. Because the Boer and a Kalahari or any other better breed when they mate with the, is it called mating? That's how they call it. When they serve and the female conceive, you just know that the baby or the kid is going to be bigger. So the size of the female should be able to carry the kid inside it. So that's why we choose kind of bigger goats or bigger females. So in that perspective of trying to make sure you have the breed you want, I use this tape measure. From the head to its bottom should be 1 meter. And also another thing I look at is the edge of the goat. So I check that by opening its teeth to see how many teeth it has, thereby representing the age of the goat. So you have to be precise in how you choose your goats, especially if it is the local goats, before you start crossing them. So we are going to cross them here normally. When we cross them with the locals and the male boar, we are going to get our first cross. Now from our first cross, that's where we shall start going one by one until we make at least a 97% of the crosses. Then it's through the crosses that we can now call ourselves breeders. We are trying to create the better breed out of the crosses we're going to bring. So guys, the most important thing that brought me here was the goat pen, which is totally done right now. And it is my achievement number 1. Now the second achievement is calming. That is going to be the 400 goat pen house, which is going to be next across where the cows are. I can show you that right now. Today I'm doing my videos myself, so some of the things may not be the right way. So here, so our farm goes up to down there. I try to raise it. I'm going to do a 360 here. That's the roof. This is the 360. Now that one is the building for the caretakers. Just like 4 other rooms on the other side. So it's enough for them. So some of the goats have already gone to the field. The ones which we already tagged. But these ones that are inside here are also gonna be tagged, because some of them are bought of recent. So this is how our farm looks. It's a 200 goat pen. So it might be 250. It is more than expected. So the goats below and the ones that are gonna be tagged, they're kind of hungry. It's already 11 o'clock in the morning. But because we haven't tagged those ones, we want them tagged. You see how Mubende they look? They look super cool. So under there is cemented, so it's also cleaned every day. The poop you're seeing right now, the droppings, they have just done that right away. So these are our goats. By the way, they are not crossed. Those ones are local. If they are crossed, it's by accident maybe. We also have a camera there that protects the farm. I talk through it. I can shout on anybody. We also have power in there. And it's going to be big. So this side is where I'm going to put another goat pen. It's going to start from here. So we shall dislodge the cows from there. Some cows sleep there. Others sleep there. The males sleep down. Then the males sleep here. The females sleep here. So we're going to dislodge them off this place. And we're going to clear it. It's going to be that good also. So another thing I wanted to talk about is the aeration. As you see, this side is kind of covered. It's because the wind comes a lot from this side. There are no trees as windbreakers, which I'm going to work on. I'm going to plant some trees down there. You already see that I've planted some, like you can see that one is a planted tree. Where is it? Next to this one there, yeah. That one is a planted tree. So I'm trying to plant them. The aeration is this side. You see that side is all not covered because we need a lot of air to come inside for the goats. The ones that are also below it have a lot of air space below. This place is not yet clean. They're working on it. By the way, if you have your goat pen, there should be no grass anywhere. So this was the first clearing. And now the second clearing they're doing there, it's now finishing all the grasses that had grown or that has been growing. So this place will basically remain flat. It will have no grass at all. So once the goats come back home to to like have a little bit of rest after going to the bush during the day, they're supposed to come back down here and start regurgitating their meal. As you can see, that one is regurgitating, meaning it's eating what is inside its stomach, what it had stored. Then after that you take them again back to the bush. So most of them like outside, by the way, apparently. Not even inside. They love chilling outside. So my major target for my community is to make sure that we all become farmers. I'm trying to make sure that when this works out, I should be able to work with my community so that each person keeps like about 20 goats. Now in the 20 goats, we shall have a program where I will specifically bring a male boar to serve their external goats. There might be some fees anyway, or there might be some bit of agreement on what we can do. If my male mates 20 of your females, it means I need to get an offspring out of that. When I get an offspring, that will be a form of continuity of service, so that I keep your product and I keep monitoring how your growth is gonna be together. So I am putting that as a plan of acknowledgement, a plan of togetherness, and how to help the community. Because if my neighbors can be able to raise up to 100 goats per family, I tell you, nobody will come to your home begging for anything. They won't beg. You will have pulled them out of the system of dependence to working hard to get a project done. You know, in this area of ours, we depend on literally agriculture, just subsistence agriculture, not even for a bigger system of agriculture, subsistence, what we can eat. As you can see the farm in there, it's just basically for what you can eat. So down there where they're grazing locally with the bulls. I'm going to put alpha there. Then down there, I have contracted a tractor. She came yesterday, but apparently this is a swampy area and we will need it to dry a little bit. There is rain. It rained 3 days ago, so it's failing us. We would have already plowed 6 acres. We want to do 6 acres down there for other grasses. That will help us subsidize on the field grass. So that has been our project. You see that maize there? It's going to be for the goats too. So we've been planning this for quite a bit of time, and we're optimistic that its work is going on, and we are going to ensure all that is done. So right now we are going to start tagging the things. We need to get them one by one. Then we shall also send them to join their friends to go and graze together. So the ones you're seeing here are the ones we are tagging right now. I can see the vet guy has already come. The veterinary guy is here. So they again preferred under here. They love under here so much. I'm not sure what exactly they love from it. After I've constructed for them the raised place. Okay, most of them, there are others that go up, especially the ones that are in the bush. But these ones, maybe because they're still new kinda. Most of these are new. We've just brought them. We've even bought others that are sick. Of course, that's another thing you have to look at. When you buy in goats, make sure you're looking at maintenance in the first 2 weeks, so that the ones that you bought while they are sick, or the ones that the owners are tired with. Of course, as you go to the market, there are people who are selling the sick ones because they are tired of them. Now, you accidentally land on that, that's the one you buy. So the moment you reach home, it's sick. So you have to make sure that the veterinary doctor is available 24, okay, not 24/7, but at least every day he has to be able to check it on. So now he's been here in the morning and he has been doing a lot, making sure we are treating the ones that we brought. And I know, yeah, we have done that, and they are sick, by the way, I tell you. Some of them, but not all. Out of 10, you find maybe 2 are not fine. It can also be the change of weather. It can also be the change of the water they are taking. It can also be that they are tired. And this time I'm telling you, I've given you a trick. I'm just buying a good goat, whether pregnant or not pregnant. Then when they give birth, of course, this first giving birth will be kind of complicated because their month will not be matching. But immediately that is done, we are going to make sure we match their months of pregnancy. So these ones that we are these ones that are coming and are pregnant, we'll definitely forget about those ones. Those are not the offsprings we want. Those will be just to make sure that the goat was able to give birth. And if we get the young ones, so be it. Anyway, guys, today has been a good day, and I'm happy I've given you at least an insight on how my first goat pen is. It's quite pretty big, as you can see. This is the side that has big airspace, and also down can take another 250. So in short, this is a double place with a 500 capacity. These are the halls they have created that has employed me to do a raised goat pen. So you see this floor, as we had done it at the first place, we had not thought of making it raised. So those poles are just standing on top of the cement, and they are strong, by the way. But of course, with time, you might need to do some repairs, but after so many years. So since the plan was not as expected in the first place, it confused me, and I've now decided to do it that way. See, that one loves licking. Most of them love licking the salty stone. So I usually put for them there, and there's also another one up. No wonder they love down here. It was because of that. So thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed, okay, if you see that the content I've brought is nice for you, you want to ask a lot on how to get this local breed, the Muvende, just get in touch with me. I'll show you how to get it and the criteria of how to make it. Most of them I bring them pregnant. Fortunately, there are also tiny ones though. Now those tiny ones, I just buy them just to stay there, so that they are part of my dish, can eat them when the right time comes. Those small ones I'm even not gonna tag them like those 2 in the middle, but these 3 and this one and the other 2 are gonna be tagged. And yes, in our next video we'll show you the Kampala skyline, the new look, and every development that has happened within the Kampala city and the suburbs. Just stay tuned and catch you in this beautiful episode. Thank you so much and bye for now.